presidential candidate Mitt Romney revealing how he feels about the Obama voters and the Obama victory. He was talking to his big donors today, and ABC's David Muir is here with what he said. And David, you learned he was saying this right after the defeat.
Yeah, this argument began, Diane, in the hours after the loss. He started offering reasons for his loss the very next morning, arguing America is becoming an entitled society. But today, in a recorded call to donors, he said giving away free stuff is a hard thing to compete with. Mitt Romney leaving his hotel the day after the election next to the convention center where he hoped to deliver the one speech he'd written, his victory speech. But now in the week since the election, ABC News has learned Mitt Romney has been explaining his loss to his closest advisors and his top donors. And it started at a breakfast the very next morning. Now today, perhaps his most eye-opening explanations yet, during a conference call with an even larger group of donors. Romney arguing President Obama won in part because of gifts the Obama administration had given to particular groups in this country.
What the president's campaign did was focus on certain members of his base coalition, give them extraordinary financial gifts from the government, and then work very aggressively to turn them out to vote.
Among those groups the gifts went to, Romney discusses the African-American community, young people, and the Hispanic community, here offering one of the gifts to them.
What the president did is he gave them two things. One, he gave them a big gift on immigration with the DREAM Act amnesty program.
And the second thing in order to get Hispanic voters?
Number two, put in place Obamacare, which basically is $10,000 a family. I mean, it's a proven political strategy, which is give a bunch of money from the government to a group, and guess what? They'll vote for you.
Sources telling me this has been Romney's argument since the moment he realized he'd lost, telling his closest circle the very next morning that America is becoming an entitled society, that some Americans are asking for government to solve problems for things they can't afford.
The giving away free stuff is a hard thing to compete with.
And just when you thought this election was behind us, a tweet from David Axelrod, the top Obama strategist, saying, still looking through America through that 47% prism, Mitt tells donors the takers did him in. And Diane, we learned that Romney also talked to Bill Clinton after the election. He said on that call today that Clinton told him, I thought you were going to win. Then the hurricane happened. Romney using the hurricane in his discussions, too, as a reason why.